So
let me I'll start, okay?
okay, you're welcome.
I've heard about astrology, that it depends on your character. Also, for example, I'm a Scorpio. That means that sometimes I'm aggressive, for example, and I'm full of energy and so on. And it's very difficult to deal with me. So, but I can say that my husband is a Scorpio also, and he's not like me. So he's very calm, but very strong person also, but we are absolutely different. So I can say that, of course, it depends on your sign. Знак, да? Правильно? But
right.
It's not the only thing that depends on personality of somebody.
Okay, you mean that it depends on an individual personality?
Yes.
On a concrete person.
Yes.
Okay. So what about other theories on astrology has come into mind?
I've heard about numerology, something. Even I know my previous boss, even counted the number of her car. So she tried to guess which number does she have, just to prognose, is it successful car or no? And of course, it's very interesting. When I counted my car's number, it was number 8. So it's the greatest numbers, like бесконечность, I don't know in English. Infinity. So that means that my car is absolutely successful, and me too. It depends on my life way or my lifestyle and so on, and my future. So and I know about psychognomy.
Physiognomy.
Physiognomy. I've heard it in господи, уголовное право.
Criminal law.
Yes, I've heard about it in criminal law because my first education is law. That's why we've learned about it, that there is a theory that I remember the name of this person who created this theory. It's Lambrazo.
Right.
And he told that criminals, they have some features of their faces. So he could prognose the way of the person, and he could say that some person has some features of his face, and that's why he became a criminal.
Okay, actually, he was sure that it is possible to detect. A criminal, judging by his or her face traits, face features.
Yes, right.
Okay, so thanks, Natalia. Who else wants to share?
Можно я встроюсь немножко?
Of course.
Добрый день, здравствуйте всем, коллеги. А вы видео вообще не включаете принципиально или вас... А, нет, есть. Окей. То всем тогда еще раз здравствуйте. Я рада всех приветствовать, что у вас всех получилось подключиться. Ага, вижу некоторые даже фотографии, да, Наташа, здравствуйте. Что так немножко в обсуждение ваше вклиниваюсь. Слышу, что все хорошо проснулись, довольны и счастливы. Я думаю, что надо немножечко своим языком дальше заниматься, да, поэтому будем такие цели ставить тоже. И Юлия Викторовна вам в этом поможет. Я в чате вам сейчас быстренько написала, не забывайте про нашу группу, да, мы сейчас свои все объявления будем там вывешивать, все то, что будем придумывать для вас. И не забывайте, что если есть какие-то предложения, пожелания, тоже, пожалуйста, welcome, пишите, предлагайтесь, будем чего-нибудь придумывать и делать свою жизнь немножечко такой более профессиональной и более интересной, да, будем встречаться. Спасибо огромное за то, что пришли. Юлия Викторовна, вам спасибо огромное тоже. Это ВКонтакте, ссылочка вверху есть, смотрите, в чате.
Это методика как осознанная необходимость?
Нет, это для студентов. У нас была такая. А сейчас это наше объединение, с которым мы начинаем работать. Это методическое объединение преподавателей иностранных языков. И мы именно как объединение объявляем вот эти тренинги, объявляем различные конкурсы. Это у нас уже не первое мероприятие. Поэтому подключайтесь, в группе будете в курсе событий, будете видеть все.
Thank you. Great.
Если вопросики какие-то есть, можете быстренько мне задать. Я еще схожу к французам, загляну и буду свою лекцию продолжать. Очень приятно видеть знакомые фамилии, имена. Правда, по именам не всех можно расшифровать, особенно Эйса. Мне вообще нравится, да, кто тут. Но тем не менее.
А еще раз повторите, пожалуйста, название группы.
Вот оно в чате.
В чате ссылочка. А вообще наше объединение называется МОПИЯ. Методическое объединение преподавателей иностранных языков. Мы языки не делим, для всех языков делаем какие-нибудь мероприятия. Если вы с 2 языками, то следите за обоими языками. Да? Для детей тоже вывешиваем туда объявления. Сейчас для детей идет у нас конкурс эссе по тому, как дистант изменил их жизнь. Для детей объявлен фонетический конкурс. Сейчас, конечно, все работаем в дистанте. Поэтому, пожалуйста, отслеживайте, приглашайте своих ребятишек, все сертификаты, это мы все, конечно, все делаем. И учитель будущего нам тоже очень сильно помогает. Вот нам платформу сегодня дали бесперерывную. И в офлайн, если мы работали, встречу проводили, нам прямо классные, супер такие давали условия со всей техникой. Супер ремонтом. Вообще очень приятно сотрудничать. Поэтому ищите нас и в учителе будущего, и отдельно в нашей группочке. Ну и можно мне, конечно, тоже отдельно писать. Окей? Спасибо. Спасибо, коллеги, работайте. Юлия Викторовна, спасибо огромное за 3 секунды.
You're welcome.
Все. Я не прощаюсь, да? Я пошла по-английски от вас. С французом пошла. Bye.
Okay, so let's continue. Yes, so who else wants to share the ideas on the point? So thanks, Natalia. I can see some of you on my screen. Angelica, would you join us? Would you like to?
My excuses, I'm not ready yet. Just a moment.
Okay, you are in the process. Just take your time. Who is? Who is? Nobody. I see that you're just thinking it over. But anyway, I guess it's about astrology everyone has heard in this or that way. Yeah? So do you believe in horoscopes? In personal horoscopes, or maybe in everyday horoscopes, which we can see or hear on the radio, on TV, and so on?
I don't believe. Really.
Why? So it's a point. Why?
I even had a meeting in my life with a person who makes horoscopes, and she told me that my future. She like not a palm reader, but she told me my future, and it was absolutely different from her words. But she told to my friend that she have to look for her future husband in Europe. So, and she found him there. And now she lives in France.
Could it be that she tried for herself better than for others? That her horoscopes came to be true finally?
I'm not sure. It really was possible to understand because she was a teacher of French That's why I told her that you need to use all the possibilities to find a husband. And when she met one guy, she told me, no, I don't like him. And I told her, you need to try. You need to try, just try. And it was a good variant for her. So they live very happily. And I'm not sure that it's about horoscope or an astrology. But of course,
Just a coincidence.
yes, yes, I think yes.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, if you need some help, you need to use all of these possibilities. Then astrology, numerology, something else. Just try to move further in your life. Don't stop at the same place.
Okay. Actually, I tend to agree because if we have any opportunity, probably we have to take it. Yeah?
Yes.
Anyway,
For
so
example,
okay.
I have a friend who is a palm reader, and sometimes I ask her, please read something, tell something to me, and it's very interesting to hear her prognosis for a future, and it often becomes true.
Is she a
Comes true.
professional palm reader?
She says me that her grandmother was a palm reader, and also they do it by cards. So that's why she can do it, but she is not a professional, just for friends or somebody who asks her to do it. But it's really very interesting because sometimes you even can't prognose the future situation, and she can say you that it will be like this, and it really comes true. It really comes true like this.
Okay, I see.
Mhm.
Fine. So continue then. And actually, so for those who has never heard what sociology is, and actually, just to clear our today's meeting, I have an audio for you, actually. But before we start listening to the audio, please pay your attention to this pre-listening task. Just the classics, pre-listening, while listening, and after listening. So that's why let's start with the pre-listening task. Take your time. Please, you have to match two columns, the words, the definitions, and also think of the Russian equivalent, please. Think of the translation, okay? And then in a minute, I'll be back and we'll check the results. Okay, so you're welcome to pay your attention to the first task.
Например, ипотека даже меньше, 1 200 000 зарплату не забираем.
После обмена. Включить мой микрофон.
Okay, so I'm back. I guess that you are back too. Yeah, I see. So let's check the results you've got finally. So and here we have just a number of words. Who wants to share the results?
I can start, but I'm not sure in answers.
Anyway, you're welcome to, and we'll see.
The first one is B. Innate
Okay.
is inborn. The second one, motivation, is H.
Mm-hmm.
No?
No.
Excuse me.
J,
Yeah.
maybe J. Providing
The
this.
second is C.
The second is
C.
mm-hmm.
I think
Really.
conflict. C is a conflict.
Oh, excuse me. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Let's see. Yeah, so number 5, conflict, it is C. Yeah, конфликт, разногласие интересов, да, антагонизм, противостояние и так далее.
Maybe
What
motivation
of
is
motivation?
The second is J.
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 I agree.
The second is J.
J.
Right.
J.
Okay. So the next one, number 4.
Approach.
Or is I suppose.
4 is I. Right. Thanks. Number 5 we've already discussed, and then goes number 6. Preposition.
Maybe number H. H.
Letter H. Okay, right. Thanks. Then 7.
Is D.
G. D. 7D.
7D. Yeah,
D.
right. 7D, and then 8.
A.
A. Right. Number 9.
E.
E.
E, and the last one,
F.
yeah, that
F.
is, yeah. So the one which is left, actually. So what about the Russian equivalence? Could you give me the Russian equivalence, please? Innate means
Врожденный.
рожденный, motivation is clear, yeah?
Да.
To approach.
Ну, как подход, да. Подход.
Иметь подход.
As a verb. Подходить к чему-то, рассматривать что-то, да, позиционировать что-то. Behavior. Clear, yes?
Поведение.
Yeah. Conflict is clear. Preposition.
Предложение.
With, может быть. With somebody.
Proposition.
Preposition. Okay.
It's not предложение. In this meaning, in this context, this is not предложение. So,
Я думала, конфликт с каким предлогом используем. I thought that you asked.
Исходные данные.
Proposition. Предположение. It's simpler. It's a little bit easier. So, предположение, идея, предпосылка. To function is clear. Psychic.
Психический.
Психологический.
Даже психический. Да? Логическая разница. Психический. Метаболизм, понятно. Ну и ability, способность, возможность, умение. Да? Okay, so now just taking into account these words, yeah, from the column. Again, please think it over and give your idea, yeah, what socionics is about. Yeah? Just a couple of sentences, so just where you can propose, yeah, where you can suppose what socionics is, just including all these words, okay? So just unite them in a message, yeah, what socionics is. Just a minute for you.
Excuse me, may I?
Of course, you're welcome to.
So socionic, maybe the root of this word is socio. It means society. Perhaps it's this word means some type of people who have some behavior in the society. Maybe they have some conflict with people, or perhaps they can't be sociable.
Mm-hmm.
So the root
Okay.
of the word society.
I see.
So some communication.
Mm-hmm. Society and communication in the society and the type of interaction. So
Yes.
the person with the society. Okay. Any more ideas?
So I found the information in the internet.
Aha.
Because-
It is a spoiler.
yeah,
It
because
isn't
I,
just.
yes, because I really
Okay,
don't
share,
know.
please.
So it's not a science, but it was a science. It was a conception of different types of people and interactions between them. It was created in 1970 in the USSR. And it was based on the theory of Jung also, and some others people. And there are 16 types of people. They told us that we have 16
Okay,
types.
I see.
Mhm.
But then how is all this connected to the words we've regarded?
Because some of the theorists, да, как
Mhm.
теоретики, had the theory, for example, of metabolism.
Mhm.
Kempinski какой-то, Kempinski, they had a theory of information metabolism. And
Mhm.
Jung told us about behavior, about psychic,
Mhm.
and so I think
Okay.
all of these words we can unite
Mhm.
in the whole theory. Целую теорию, да? Так, you can say.
Actually, all these words can be united in a description, yeah? In a short
Yeah,
description, in a short explanation of what this theory is. Actually. Okay, so now we are going to listen. Yeah, the listening includes 3 parts actually, and the first part is right in here. Let me put it a little bit, maybe. Just a second, please.
Hey.
Everything is okay. We're here. Just a second. Так, что его снова скачать, что ли? Он же открытый, вот же он. Вот он. Это он. Отдайте его. Дайте ему, вот. Его сделаем. Ага. Так, и теперь со звуком что? Звук включаем. А ну, я в звук. Okay, so let's try. Can you hear the audio, please?
I think yes.
Physiology is a theory of personality type created throughout the 1970s, 80s.
Is it okay?
Yes, it can
It should be louder. Can you make it louder?
It's too far
Please.
from us. It's too far from us.
Physiology is a theory of personality type created throughout the 1970s, 80s.
Oh no.
Oh, actually, this was the maximum. Is
Maybe-
it bad? Is it really bad?
Yes, maybe you can send it to our chat and we just switch
Okay, it could be
our
perfect.
mic. Mhm. So we've sent you the audio actually, but be attentive, please. So you have the first part, yeah, then the second, and then the third. So let's act according to the guidelines. Yeah. So now you're welcome to listen to the first part. This is the task is in here, as you see. So and then I'll be back in a minute, and we'll check what you've put in the gaps. So you're welcome to start, and I'll switch my sound off. Okay.
So, shall I can hear that someone has come back?
Yeah.
How many of you ready to continue?
Yes,
Okay.
we're
I'm
here.
ready.
Mhm.
Maybe. No, Terence, actually, you are ready, I believe. So let's start. Who wants to? Let's see what words have you put in the gaps.
May I?
You're welcome to. Yeah, please.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, should I name only the words or should I read the whole?
Oh, okay, let's
Or
read the whole. Yeah, let's read the whole.
okay, socionics is a theory of personality type created throughout 70s and 80s by a Lithuanian psychologist, author of
Okay, let's keep it. The next, yeah, just continue, please. The surname is really out of order for us. Okay.
Okay, I continue.
Okay, let's continue. Probably something has gone wrong. But
It
first,
is it a problem with my sound?
yeah, there was something not okay, I would say. We couldn't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
Can I continue?
Of course.
Okay, it is similar to Western psychological theories such as the Myers-Briggs being adapted. Is it the right word?
Right, yes,
Adapted.
yeah.
From Carl Jung psychological types. The theory seeks to better to better understand the motivations of the physics and how different sorts of people interact with each other based on their different behaviors, desires, and values. Personality type or type of information metabolism is a category in socionics for certain way a person mind tends to function. It doesn't put the sum of a human being into a box, but rather looks at particular ways of interacting with the world that people innately prefer under the proposition that there are certain limited number of ways the world can be approached. It can be called a type of information metabolism because it describes how personalities handle information from the world and metabolize it into ideas, opinions, and behaviors, much like how our bodies metabolize food into energy. Was it correct?
Yeah, it was perfectly correct, actually. No details. Thanks a lot.
I'm happy.
So I guess that the others have checked and the gaps also. So the first part is done, and we have just an overall idea of socionics. Part 2 now. Yeah, you can continue listening. Just let me put it like this, probably for you to be more for it to be more comfortable for you. So the second part of the audio, you can see here a number of adjectives, a number of character traits. And you'll have to distribute the words between the columns of the table. These are two types in socionics. They will be mentioned in the audio. And the second portion again, connected to this second part, is to answer the questions. And just for a better comprehension, take your time, please. Again, and let me know when you are ready to continue, please. This is the second type, the second part, I'm sorry, the second part of the audio.
You know what is SLE and ELL? The reason for the conflict between SLE and ELL. What is duality in socionics? I think it's possible fictional or real duos.
Можете, пожалуйста, всех выключить микрофончики?
Just a second. Здравствуйте.
мы еще на вопросы должны ответить? Do we need to answer the question until...
Yes, you are supposed to. Actually, if you need, you can listen twice. Yeah?
Okay.
Скажите, пожалуйста, аудио недоступно, где найти?
Как недоступно? В чате висит у нас аудио.
Нету там в чате, загляните.
Секунду.
Есть, я скачала, все хорошо.
Есть в чате аудиотрек 1, просто он на несколько частей.
Yes.
Он один. Да, it is one single tape. Yeah? It's one single audio. Just you listen it in portions.
Нет, не отражается, нету вообще никаких файлов, невозможно найти. Там просто его нет.
Скорее всего, это от версии, наверное, Zoom зависит, потому что бывают такие проблемы, вот на уроках тоже у ребят не видят файлы в чате.
Я его вижу, то есть у меня в чате оно есть.
Я вот тоже вижу. И скачала, все нормально.
Скажите, возможно, что не видно файл, когда со смартфона сидит? Может быть такой момент?
Ну, вот я как технический специалист не сильна, но, наверное, может быть, потому что вот, ну, я его вижу со стационарного компьютера. Коллеги, вероятно, тоже видят, потому что вот с телефона, видимо, не видно, да, судя по чату. Да, к сожалению. Ну, если вы мне быстренько черкнете в чат свою почту, то я быстренько перешлю вам аудио. Вижу, секунду. Коллеги, отправила всем, кто отправил мне почту в чат.
Можно мне повторно отправить? В чате почту написала, не пришло.
Вижу, вас отправляю. Дарья отправила вам.
Пришло, все, спасибо.
You're welcome. Как наши успехи? Ready to go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're ready to go ahead, let's start then. So it was only the second part and we still have the third and some more things to do. So let's see. How have you distributed? How have you distributed the qualities? The qualities. So SLE, sensory, logical, extrovert, as it was mentioned in the audio. So what qualities do you match to this type? For once.
Ambitious, the first one. Ambitious, dominant.
Dominant.
Dominant, insensitive, I think. And that's all. No? The first
And
column.
that's all, actually, right. And the second type, which is its opposite, opposite, we have eclectic, reflective, then assertive, sensitive. Okay, what about the questions? What about the questions? Who wants to? Let's take the first one. Who is ready to answer?
I suppose that 16 types and antitypes, they vary in motivation, abilities, and level of energy, weaknesses. I've heard these facts with interaction in the world.
Okay, you're really close to the kernel of truth. But actually, judging by their names, by the names of the types. So see, sensory, logical, extrovert, yeah? Or ethical, intuitive, introvert. So we have three, so to say, three cardinals in here: sensory or ethical, logical or intuitive, and extrovert or introvert. Yeah?
Yes,
So
thank you.
yeah, thank you actually. So person can judge the world by sensory mechanisms, just touching, hearing, tasting, whatever, or through ethics. Ethics implies interaction with people. Through communication only. Then logical and intuitive. So you think and reason, or you just feel from somewhere, from the inner world, intuitive. And the last one cardinal is ethical, or I'm sorry, extrovert or introvert. I guess that is clear. Yeah? Or you are oriented in the outer world, or you orient it into yourself, into the inner world. Okay, so actually, I've partially answered the second question already. What is the reason for the conflict between them? According to the audio, why are they so different?
They are totally different. And the first type can hurt the other type or upset the other type of people.
Because they really speak in different languages.
Yes.
It's really difficult for them to interact. Okay, and the third point, what is duality in socionics? How have you seen this? There are actually a lot of modes of interaction in socionics, and one of them is duality, when the types are counterparts. Yeah? They actually complement each other, они дополняют друг друга. Yeah? So they are possible duos. Yeah? So an ideal, it's not necessarily a couple, in the meaning of personal relationships, private relationships, but just an ideal couple in any sphere of life, maybe in business and friendship and whatever. Possible fictional or real duos. For example, Sherlock Holmes and
Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson. The Lion King, Timon and
Pumbaa.
Yeah. So and so on, so forth. Actually, there are a lot of them.
But in our audio, we've heard how Donald Trump, he tried to, Rowling, she tried to criticize his lack of personality, and Donald Trump, he tries to attack her weaknesses, as I have understood. Is it correct?
You're perfectly right. Yeah, they are not duos; they're opposites, actually. And duos people are when they coincide, at least in two cardinals. And here they are total opposites, and that's why so the strong and weak points are totally different and totally opposite. That's why there is a reason for the conflict. So they just see world in different, so to say, shades, in different shades, in different mode. Okay, now actually let's distract a little bit from the audio because we have one more thing just to change our mode of activity. So how the best relax is to change the mode of work. So that's why let's change it to the following. So, and now we are going to work in groups. So now I'll ask our specialist to organize group work for you. So see, please, here we have 6 types. 6 types in socionics, only 6 of them, not all 16, of course. I've tried to choose the most versatile ones just for you to make it more interesting. Every group takes one person, one person. So probably we'll organize it somehow. So now we'll divide you into groups and then I'll explain. Okay, so now we are ready actually to divide you into groups. The task is you take one personage, how to put it better, actually, and the task is to look through the list of qualities shown in here and choose 5 more qualities that you consider matching to your type, to the type you're working with. Then after it, you have to present the qualities that you've put in your column and give your reasons why you consider that this type of person has possessed such qualities. How are they connected to his nature, to his name, so to say, and then we'll return back after you're working in the in the groups, and then we'll continue. And please think of more traits for each type, of 3 more traits for each type. Clear?
Three more. What do we need to? What did you tell us about 3 more?
After you find those 5 qualities that you decide that match the character, think of 3 more. Maybe from your experience, maybe from your vocabulary, just 3 more.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're going to work in groups.
How can we? How can I know what group I work with?
You'll be distributed automatically. You'll see it. You'll see your counterparts. You haven't been distributed yet. Just in a second, yeah.
Okay.
And you'll see that you will have 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll meet again all together. Just one more thing. You now will have just a small window in your screens where it will be transferred to the session group. You should push the button. Yeah? Okay, so can you see the windows? Tell me something, please. I have to know if the process is going okay.
Скажите, пожалуйста, упражнение как можно увидеть, если скриншот не успели сделать? Потому что, находясь в зале, для обсуждения он нужен.
Это я у нас первым побывала, мне надо по всем пройти.
Спасибо.
На зал, у них вылетает экран. Какой из них?
Он вообще вот здесь вот же он, рот открытый.
Называется просто как?
Вон есть вот type файлом, я не знаю, где он лежит. Мне кажется, я его вообще открыла прям с это. Сразу сказать, что первый, далее, а то сейчас я
Загрузит. Вы им в чат можете написать. Или вы можете сказать для всех.
как сказать для всех?
Смотрите, я все должны вас слышать.
Okay, just one more organizational moment. I haven't mentioned how to distribute the types. Yes, so the first group works with the first type, that is inventor. The second group works with the humanist. The third works with the romantic or lyric. Yeah, it's the same. And just one by one. So number 4 is conqueror, number 5 is actor, and number 6 works with the guardian. Okay. Thanks.
Sorry, have you divided us into groups?
Yes, I have, but actually I can see that not all of you, not everyone has entered the halls, has entered the groups. And
We have no words in our rooms. There are no words. We can't see this
you
table.
cannot see the screen. Yeah, so we cannot see the document.
Right.
Just a second, I'll try to send it into the chat. Probably.
I see.
Okay, unfortunately, I've had actually some a kind of problem with sharing the file. Actually, just I don't know, kind of tactical things maybe. But anyway, your work in the groups actually is going to end in a couple of seconds. That's why we'll continue together probably just to end up the task. So that's why don't worry. Just 30 seconds is left in the group. So then you'll be back with me. So that's why I guess that there is no need to worry, and we'll continue together.
I see, but unfortunately we couldn't work together. There wasn't any task, there wasn't any sound, it was simply nothing on the screen. That's why I was really nervous.
Okay, that's why it turned to be not that productive.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do it just all together right now.
Okay.
We still have plenty of time.
But I took a photo of screen. That's why I decided to do the task about conqueror.
So you're a strong and independent woman, I see. Okay, let's start with the first one. The first one, inventor.
Could I suppose some features of character? Unfortunately, I didn't have your words you offered us. I found some features of character that I think suitable for this kind of person.
Okay.
Inventor. I suppose that he is intellectual and physical. He has good developed intellectual and physical skills. And of course, he is diligent. Yes. Also, he is perseverance. Perseverant.
Okay, so I guess it's
настойчивый.
Trying to say persistent.
Really?
Persistent.
Persistent, perseverant, something like that. Yes, and of course, the inventor should be confident in himself. He should be confident.
Okay,
that's all for me.
Thanks. Has anybody else regarded this type as an inventor? Okay, so then the second type, humanist. What kind of person should be a type of humanist? We have self-sacrificing. What else goes with this type?
I think he should be dutiful, tolerant,
maybe communicative also. Not.
I don't think that it's the most important part of his character, but why not?
So 3 more, 1 and 2 more. So dutiful. That's communicative. What else?
Benevolent.
Benevolent. Благожелательный. So the next type, romantic or lyric, how it's called. He's charming. What else?
Закрыть дверь.
Moody. Yes.
Okay.
Emotional.
I suppose he is idealistic. No?
Idealistic.
Impractical.
Impractical.
Loyal.
Manipulative.
Manipulative, romantic. Why?
Yes.
How can it be?
Maybe it's my experience in my life.
I think it's about conqueror, of course, manipulative.
Okay, let's pass on to the conqueror, manipulative, courageous. What else?
Imaginative.
Conqueror?
No,
romantic lyric.
Romantic, okay.
Romantic.
Conquer probably sometimes too. He can imagine what he must conquer next time.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. The actor,
Double-faced.
double,
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
double,
Emotional also.
Of course, emotional.
emotional,
Resourceful.
resourceful, находчивые, resourceful, and
Inconsistent, maybe.
inconsistent, непоследовательный.
No, it's
Противоречивый.
difficult to work. It's very
Just
difficult.
a creative nature, yeah, creative person.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what happens next in his mind. Okay, and the guardian. The last person is the guardian.
Tolerant.
Tolerant.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Reliable.
Reliable.
Cautious.
So many ideas about the guardian. Actually, it's like nobody knows what humanist is.
Conservative.
Conservative. Okay. So now you're going to see the right distribution of the. It's like this.
I don't agree that Yuri Nikolaev is romantic.
And who is his opinion?
He's more an actor, double-faced and so on.
Actually, no, this information was taken by me from the site organized by the founder of Socionics in Russia.
Okay.
Victor Gulenko, and he just also typicizes the popular people of Russia, famous people of Russia. So he considers it's like this. He considers it. Nikolaev is romantic. So we can see that Mark Zuckerberg, he is an inventor, and actually some qualities are positive, some are negative. It was actually a surprise for me too that an inventor is an undisciplined, inconsistent, and impatient person. But as it's explained, actually, people of this type they so to say they very quickly find new ideas and get involved, get absorbed, but they very easily drop it, and almost never complete them to the end. So they just lose their interest and pass on to the next idea and apply the energy to the next stage, next thought, and so on. Then the humanist. Yeah, actually, it was quite difficult for me to find a modern humanist. Maybe characterizes our epoch somehow. But the only person, so well-known person, of course, it was Anderson. And just judging by his fairy tales, by his literary works, actually it was really so. And judging by his personal life, real life, I tend to agree actually. And the only prominent negative quality is biased. Biased is предвзятый. So people of this type, actually, they love people really, but the more they love a person, the more they tend to forgive everything and to exaggerate this person's virtues. Then romantic, just an unpunctual, light-minded creature, conqueror, just wonderful here, actor and guardian, as you see here is Shrek. Just an ideal guardian, who is ready to defend his name, his land, his family. He is really overly protective, sometimes cautious, reserved, and really very, very revengeful.
And very beautiful.
And very beautiful.
Why is beautiful? Послушный?
No, beautiful is like responsible. Человек с чувством долга. Да?
But revengeful, it means способный мстить.
Мстительный, yes, мстительный. It's all about this type. It was told that they are one of the most so terrifying enemies, because if someone touches them, someone threatens their safety or their family's safety, so the safety of their nearest and dearest, they start to take revenge, and while doing it, they necessarily will find the weakest point of the enemy. So that's why it's just a really terrifying, so rival, I would say. So very terrifying person to conflict with. So it looks like this actually. But probably you've heard that real socionics types are called also with the names of some famous people. For example, humanist is Dostoevsky, or even unreal people like actress Hamlet. Well, probably you've heard about it. Anyway, so okay, we have just a couple of minutes left. So I hope that our communication was at least interesting. At least interesting, and maybe it has opened you something new, a new aspect from which one can study the topic characters and nature. And I also have a small task for you. Actually, this task of rather personal, so to say, the question of personal involvement, I would say. I'll send just a link in the chat, and here on this link, you can find the test to define your own socionics type. Of course, there is the test in Russian, but all of us are here to practice English. That's why I'll send you the link which leads to the English version of this test, and it is a little bit simplified comparing to that was devised by Gulenko. So your task is to just take the test, to define your type, to read about it, to get some information in it. And after that, I would like a feedback actually from you. So I'll give you my email address, or you can find me in Vkontakte if it's more comfortable for you. It doesn't matter actually. But I would like to get just a short message from you. What have you discovered about yourself? Do you agree? And how accurate was the test in defining your type? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So then, now I'll send the link. Just a minute, please. So I found it and sent it to the chat. You're welcome to use the link, and complete your home task. Probably it will be, if it is comfortable for you. So during today, or more maybe during tomorrow, it will be okay. I'll be waiting for your messages. So now, thanks you. Thanks a lot for coming, for communication, for interaction. I hope that you are pleased, saturated with new information, saturated with the language and all this, and actually probably we'll see each other again. At least it will be very pleasant, it will be very good. So and now, thanks, good luck, and have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Yulia Viktorovna.
Will you send your email, please?
Okay, of course, right now.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you for coming. It was really a pleasure. Thanks.
Как это скопировать, Сережа? Ой, sorry.
Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.